Can you hear me now? Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me now? Good. Please share. So hello guys, Bardia here. We had some technical issues. So let's start. Okay, great. So you can see me. Hello? Please write your, like, on the right side there is a chat. Please write down all your questions and I will try to answer them one after the other. Great. I see that people are joining. Thanks for the compliment on the t-shirt. Here we go. Here we go, like this. Excellent. I'm getting the confirmation that you can see me and you can hear me. People want to have t-shirts. Good stuff. So let's wait for a minute or two until more people hopefully join, and then we're going to take it from there. Again, my sincere apologies for the technical issues we had. And to get this started, we had some problems with YouTube to get the link work, but then we set up a new live stream and also shared the link with you on the unitalent channel, on the unitalent group. So feel free to ask any kind of questions we have. We have unlimited time, so I'm going to stay and wait and answer questions as long as there are questions pouring in. No worries about that. So, any questions? Anything you want me to start with? Maybe I talk about this month what we are going. You know about the tour, the roadshow that we're having. We start with Russia, with Moscow, and then Bulgaria, Sofia. There it will be Daniel. There are 2.5 day trips each, and um, yes, exactly. So there will be meetups in Sofia and in Moscow. We're also organizing like other community engaging events there. We're trying to get like one-to-one meetings with potential interested investors, and that's about the Europe part. And then we go on, and I will be about 10 days in Seoul. As you know, there will be a 1 week, a blockchain week there in South Korea, and 3 days, the 22nd, 23rd, 21st until 22nd and 23rd. There will be like with our partners locally, we'll have meetups with also bigger funds down there, and most probably I will also travel to Singapore. There is one major meetup that we are planning to join. So it will be a very fruitful week, hopefully. And during the blockchain week, there's the two days. Where's the conference, the event, the forum, where I will be joining. And there also, if you guys happen to be there, or you know people who are there who might be interested in what Unitalent and what we are doing, let us know. Get me in touch with them directly through maybe Telegram, and then I will coordinate with them directly. Yes. So there's a question. Tell us what you're doing. Oh, thank you for the trips. Tell you what you're doing, what you're trying to do with Unitalent. So with Unitalent, in fact, as you know, we are very experienced in the freelance economy. We started the company in 2013, being a traditional freelance agency, being very knowledgeable about all the tricks and all the in terms of what the regulator is asking us to do, what the clients are looking for, and also the challenges of freelancers themselves. We have built a pretty impressive group of 50 international clients, more or less, but more, I think, today. And on the other hand, there is more than 750 freelancers. It's about 800, I think, at this point of time. So it's growing constantly. And with all of them, we are working on projects, of course, smaller projects or bigger projects. So we really know what the business is about, and now we're taking to the next level. In fact, with Unitalent, we are disrupting our own business, because we're saying what we're doing in the traditional market is being like a typical middleman, and with blockchain technology, we don't really need to do that. It's like a peer to peer. And that's what we're trying to do with Unitalent. So the one side is to eliminate all the middlemen and getting the high school freelancers directly in touch with corporate clients. building a platform which is end to end, so they don't can't only it's not only about the matchmaking, it's also about how you execute projects, how you send invoices, how you take down administrative hurdles. It's an open platform where other partners can also take part through APIs and become part of the ecosystem. And that's what we're doing with unitalent. And additionally, I see there's also a question about the token and the token economy. It's the token design. I want to talk about that. So there are competitors. They are like tokenizing freelancers' income. They're building like a platform or offering it and telling, okay, freelancers income is tokenized through the native token. And this is not our focus. What we are doing is we are tokenizing the platform fees, and we're doing that because we believe that there is a community who creates value on unitalent, and the fees should be distributed among the people who participated in creating that value, including the freelancers themselves, or people who referred them to join unitalent, or who referred clients to join unitalent. And therefore, we are tokenizing the fees of the platform. And then we have a distinct set of rules how the value created, which eventually led to fees, is distributed among the people who have helped us creating it. So this is the basics of our token economy, if we want to have it summarized. And this is a big difference comparing it to some other projects out there who are really trying to tokenize the income of the freelancers. For us, it's tokenizing the fees of the platform, and through tokenizing it, it's completely transparent. It's immutable and trustlessly put on the blockchain. And from the blockchain and the set of rules that we've defined there, it will be like distributed among the people who helped create the value. So what else do we have? Yes. No further questions at the moment, so maybe other questions will come up. Let's see. I see Neil Bassar. Neil, do you have any questions here I could deep dive into and give some explanation? Maybe about our roadmap, or I don't know. No, nothing from that side. Wait. Okay, then there's a question about the exchange. I'm most interested in the token when on exchange, and why should it perform? So we are planning to have the token on exchanges right after our ICO ends, which is by the end of this year, so beginning of 2019, to put and list the talent token at least on one of the major exchanges. The reason why it will perform is because it's directly related to the real work of the people. So as I explained before, we're tokenizing the fees. The fees are 8% of the income of the freelancers. That means every time a freelancer works with a corporate client and they send their invoices, there will be a fee. And the more work we have on the platform, the more natural demand for the talent token, the fees, which are tokenized and paid in our talent token, our native token, which is, by the way, ERC20 token. The more work is conducted on the platform, the more demand for the token there will be. And that's how the token itself performs. So the relation between the real work and the existing market out there and the token and the token economy that we've designed is there. So we are not. It's not a virtual thing. It's a value that is being created, a market that does already exist, and a token which is used to distribute value. And that's how the token will perform. I hope I could answer your question. Otherwise, keep them coming. Maybe also something worth mentioning our tokens, the number of tokens is limited. So we are having 50% of the tokens generated will be sold during the ICO, which is 100 million talent tokens, and whatever is not sold will be burned eventually. So the number of tokens is limited, but the demand out there, we're looking at the freelance market, which is growing at 5 to 6% today, and it is. There are forecasts that it will become like 50% of the workforce by 2025, and therefore the demand for freelance work is getting more and more. And therefore, because we have a limited number of tokens, the demand is increasing. So there's a buying pressure on the secondary market. We're also talking about things like token velocity, depending on the number of invoices that we have per let's say day, and that will help and support the token price to perform very well on the market. So what do we have? So about the wallet, there's another question about the wallet on the platform. So what we are doing is every user has a wallet which is kind of like maybe earn.com, similar to that. So you have a dashboard and you have a wallet there. So always see your balance of the earned talent tokens. And you can also from there, you can, if you want to buy premium services on the platform, you can spend it from that wallet, which is on the platform. So what we are doing is, and that's part of our design philosophy, that means that in terms of seamless integration of the blockchain technology, we are really working hard towards that because, as you know, blockchain technology now it's a basic technology. So we're building on top of that layers, which in terms of usability, in terms of user experience, in terms of seamless integration of blockchain and token economy, and that's part of our design philosophy. We are putting a lot of energy into that to make the whole user experience as seamless as possible, so that no one really has to bother about the technological layer, but work with the application layer of unitalent. So the future scope. So there is a question about the future scope. I suppose the question goes towards the roadmap that we're having. So we are set a roadmap for the next 24 months. And within those months, we will enter strategic markets with a considerable amount of freelancers and corporate clients. And that's spanning the globe, but it's not in every country, of course. So we're starting with Europe, German-speaking part of Europe. Then we're going to the UK, Netherlands, Nordic countries, all of them relevant markets for freelancing. And after that, we will go to North America. Then we go to Asia and to Australia, and finally South America. So basically, we have like a quarter per quarter roadmap how we want to roll the product out. And right now, we are already working with the communities to have a good basis once we enter in the countries, that we have like partners locally helping us boost the market. We're also talking to existing agencies in the target markets, trying to onboard them because, as you know, we have a referral fee, which is also immutably put on the blockchain. So they have an intrinsic motivation to open up their network, and helping them to join unitalent because they have a lifetime reward on the people that they have helped joining unitalent. So instead of not working with them at all, they have the possibility to participate in the open ecosystem that we're building on unitalent. So how many tokens? The total number of tokens is 200 million. We have 100 million tokens sold during the ICO, and unsold tokens will be burned. The token price right now is we are in a private pre-sale or a private sale. So there's special conditions. If you want and are interested, get in touch with us directly for regarding conditions that we're having. They're very attractive. And then there is a token sale which starts at 20%, 10%, and then the final market price, which will be 0.2 US dollars. Yes, thank you. We have a running business. That's true. The running business supports also unitalent to enter and get a foot into the major corporations we're working in. If you look at our list of reference companies, which is on our white paper, certainly you will see that those are the big players in the market, like the big corporations, multinationals, and also, of course, the existing freelancers in the platform that will be onboarded for right from the beginning. So we are not starting with zeros, but we are starting with traction. Okay, another question. Thank you. It's about the distribution of the token and how the funds will be used that we raise. So the distribution of the token is, as I said, 100 million, which will be sold like 50%. And then we have a token distribution, which goes partially, it goes for the team, we have for advisors, and then we have for partners. Certain tokens perceived there. The team tokens are locked over a period of 12 months. So there's a distribution period. There is no possibility for the team to either access nor sell the tokens for a certain period of time. And the token use or the use of funds is that we are going for 50% is sales and marketing to scale fast and to enter fast, and also kind of help clients, especially corporations, to get onboarded on unitalent. And 30% is product development. As you know, we already started with the product development, and after we have raised funds or sold our tokens, the funds will be used to further develop the platform per se. So let's see. Yes, we are having an ERC20 token. So the whole blockchain part of Unitalent will be on an open ERC or an open Ethereum blockchain, and there are no special settings so far for your wallet. So you will have a fully integrated wallet on the platform, seamlessly integrated with a dashboard where you always see the dynamics. And yes, there's another question about the team, a very good one. So as you see me, I'm founder of you of I'm the founder. So there is Daniel, also founder, co-founder. Us two, we were the main guys who also built the agency since 2013. So we are more or less bringing in the freelance economy part. We are experts in that field and are very well connected. And then there is a team of token economists, like especially Give is helping us and is part of the team and is a specialist when it comes to designing the token and defining the token economy in a way that there's a token flow cycle which makes sense for investors and for users and for like, it's always a question, why are you tokenizing certain things? And our philosophy is community engagement and community empowerment. We want people to participate in platform growth, which is diametrically opposed to the shareholder value per se, where only the shareholders profit. So all those thoughts in the token economy, that's coming from that side. We are having a marketing team. 3.5 people are working on the marketing management, content creation, community management. That's the part. Experienced people. That we are having 7 people working on software development. Partially they are here in Switzerland, and partially they are in the Ukraine. So there's like 2 teams working together to have the front end and then the blockchain part implemented. Yes. So why we need the blockchain? So we need the blockchain. There are two reasons what we are doing with the blockchain technology. So one part of it is that we can allow all the users in the community to have peer-to-peer contracts. So they work together, they decide together what the conditions are. We can put these conditions on smart contracts, so nobody can really change them. The second part is how the token economy per se works, and that is. I gave like in the beginning a brief introduction. What we are doing compared to some other projects out there is we are not tokenizing freelancers' income. If they want to be paid in tokens, they can do so, of course. But what we are tokenizing is the platform fees. And we are using the blockchain to tokenize them in a transparent and immutable way. So we are defining a set of rules how those fees will be distributed inside the community among the people who have participated in creating the value, and we're making this distribution 100% transparent and immutable, and that's what we're using the blockchain for, and that's why we are going to work with a open like the private but the public blockchain also. So can I give more on the blockchain? What is the difference of your platform to the existing ones that are already established in the market? So there are on-chain players and and there are off-chain but online players. Looking at the online players purely, what they cannot do is having this community-centric solution in terms of how you really create engagement and then reward the community for being engaged on such a platform like unitalent, or talking about freelancers, any other freelance marketplace. And they are still the middleman, right? So they're charging very high fees, traditionally 20-25%, and they are playing the middleman. So most of the time they own their clients. That's also what we are doing. So we have agreements signed with freelancers as a traditional agency game. We own the clients, and in the end, also we kind of like own the work of the freelancers. So what we want to do is to disrupt this whole thing and put them directly together. And that's what we can do if you go on-chain. Looking at other on-chain players, that's what I said in the beginning. So there are on-chain players trying to tokenize dispute resolution. I think that's kind of a weak argument, because that means that you're building a token economy based on disputes. So the more disputes you have, the more valuable the token becomes, because the more disputes, the more demand for the tokens, and that's kind of that's kind of like destructive, if you ask me. So what we are doing is we are building a token economy for scale, for community engagement, and for rewarding everyone in the network economy to become part of the network and be engaged on it. So yes, there is an MVP. We started developing the platform 2017. So there is a screencast on our YouTube channel. Please go there and have a look. That's a beta version, so that's not the final product, but that gives you kind of a look and feel, what direction we are working, and how we want to interact with the users. So yes, there's a question, freelancers payment. Yes, that is true. So we are not forcing freelancers to accept our tokens or any other token. It's absolutely free to decide upon them and the clients whether they want to enter into fiat agreements or talent token agreements. So want to be paid in fiat or crypto. And that's something that we truly believe it should not be decided by us, but it's something that people who are conducting work will decide. It's also because in the high school market, we are where we are active in the high school market. Most of the people are freelancing as a prime source of income. That's the only source of income that they have. And right now, the whole ecosystem, the crypto ecosystem, is not there yet that you can pay like for rent and groceries and so on and so forth in crypto. So what we are saying is, if you want to, of course, maybe freelancers want to work 50% of their projects with crypto, 50% with fiat, but that's completely up to them to decide. Okay, can you explain to me the difference between your advisors and freelancer endorsers? What do they bring to the project? Okay, that's a good question too. So what we're having, the advisors are people who help us to in the ICO world, especially to be more effective with our marketing, to have an open door when you're talking to exchanges, not to make mistakes that they, out of their experience, have seen they're not worth making, or they're just helping us not to repeat them. Then they're opening doors and helping us with the network of partners on the market, and those are like those are the advisors. And then we have endorsers, and the endorsers are the freelance endorsers and the corporate endorsers, and you can find on our website their statements. And those are people who, from the both sides, are telling that unitalent is solving a problem. Unitalent is something that we are willing and will be joining right from the beginning. So we are supporting this project, we're supporting this initiative, we're supporting the team with our word, and we can like proof stamp that yes, the industry, big corporations are looking forward to the solution, but also freelancers will be more than happy to get onboarded right from the beginning. Yeah. So there's a question about the whitelist. Yes, please go to our website. There you can get whitelisted. And from there on, you can, if you want, also participate in a private sale. So please go on our website, put in your contact details, wait for the email that we're going to send you, and for further instructions. The poll is open, so please feel free to join us. Sure. So the ICO starts on October 1st and has 3 stages. Each stage has 3 weeks, and every stage has a certain discount. So we're starting October 1st, and it ends on December 31st. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the questions. And yeah, it was great to have you here. We will, the next, again, a big apology from my side that we had this 30-minute delay until we could start. I think it was just like, sometimes it's software and you try things and you can't really sign up, and then things happen. But again, a big sorry, a big thank you for being here with us, and see you very soon on the next Ask Me Anything session. Stay tuned, join the movement, own your work, and let me know if at one of the cities where we'll be this month, whether you're there or you can recommend anyone we should meet. So thank you very much.